my mic. Oh, let me turn on my mic. Can you really hear me? Because I'm all on site.
Turn it up.
Whoa, it's me and my homeboy Batty. I know we finna get into some shit, so you gon' hit enter the chat. What's going on, everybody? Oh, hold on. I said we're gonna try to do this a more formatted way, and let me go ahead and bring in the IG chat as well. Oh, well, look at that. How cool is that?
You know the crazy thing, Vince, is they will never believe that we used to actually know how to rap. I mean,
I know, right? We have bars,
like for real, like hours.
For real.
They would never know.
They would never know. Man, because all of them recordings we made on that flip phone I used to have.
Oh man,
that phone has so much. Remember the we finna get fucked up. We finna get fucked up. Oh, that shit was so hard, bro. We had some bangers, man. We would have went platinum. One of these days. Yeah. We might have to remake that jump. That's
exactly
what it is.
Remix.
Oh, look who it is. Hey, what's up, Yazzie? It's the Yazzie. Yaz, you muted. I don't know if you hear you or not.
No, I did that on purpose.
Okay, good. All right, yeah, today. All right. Well, there's a lot to talk about, man. Let me see. Do I have it all up here? Yeah. Oh, I think there's one more thing I'm waiting to get uploaded here. Then, yeah. Hey, what's going on, IG chat? We see y'all over there. Now we forget about you. You know what's going on. Yeah. Oh, oops, premature.
Hey, pull it with the smoke. Hey,
with the smoke. Oh yeah, pull up with the smoke. We come but this ain't no joke. Ooh, Facebook don't poke. Oh, whoa. All right, let's go ahead and crank it.
This is one of the greatest podcasts, and you know what? Fuck that. These guys are fucking awesome. They my niggas to the end of time.
Good morning, everybody. Y'all already know what it is. It's your favorite blurred click, ready to talk blurred shit. And yes, today we have a lot to discuss. Let's go ahead and get into the goods, the weeds, the bads, the uglies, all of that good stuff. So, of course, y'all know From is out. Yeah, we've been talking about that. And also, a new movie just dropped yesterday, Mortal Kombat 2. Which I was able to go check out, and I will give you my spoil-free review. Let you know how I actually feel about it. At least I'll do my very best. You know how I do. We'll see how that goes. And also, of course, the boys did have us. Well, I guess it's kind of a finale. I don't know what it is. It's a weird thing. We'll talk about that. But most importantly, the lead off today. We're going to sit and give you some of the clips and some of the cool moments that we shared with the one and only Jeremy Isaiah Earl, who did join us for a good chat, where he talked about his role as Officer Cole North of the task force. And we also are going to get deep into the Daredevil finale. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that as our justice lead for this morning. And let's talk about Officer Cole North. Now, what you're about to see here with Officer Cole North, you can also see tomorrow when we actually release the full video of the interview that we did have earlier this week. And there's a lot going on in this interview. Y'all want to make sure you're in the building for it because it's a doozy. It's definitely a doozy. But before we go ahead and get into all of that, got to say what's going on to my colleagues. What's happening? We got Yazzie in the building. What up, Yazzie? All right, there's a big gun behind you. Be careful. Also, what's happening? It's the homie Batard in the house. Literally in the house. And I'm your boy, the real Vince Taylor. We in here. And I just saw this movie that I told Ty I have feelings about. And I also have a report from my movie going experiences. I did go to the West Oaks Mall to actually see the movie in person, and that was an experience. And I know, Ty, that's not your favorite thing to do in the whole world, so I want to tell you how my experience went, and you might be surprised. But before we get into that, what's going on, y'all? Everything good in y'all neighborhood, man? Anything crazy going on in the world to report before we spill into our Jeremy Isaiah Earl content?
I'll let Yaz go first. She's got some great news to share with everybody.
Does she? Does Yazzie have news? What's up, Yaz?
So today, I gotta leave the podcast at a normal time because I have a double audition today.
Whoa, a double audition? How in the world are you pulling this off?
Grinding. But I'm gonna either be the serial killer or the wife that the serial killer takes. So I guess we'll see.
Wow. So, like, I guess things are going well in the world of acting, huh?
I mean, I'm still getting my beak wet, as they say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still a new actress. So it's a student film. It's nothing like crazy that you guys are gonna see like out anytime soon. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm super excited for it, and there's more to come. So sky's the limit.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well,
yo, what if Yazzie's first role is she's a serial killer, and then the person she kills comes back as a zombie?
Okay, so actually, you guys are gonna die. Hold on. Okay, so for the role to get me into it, right? Because it's a no dialogue killer role. I only have one line if I'm the killer, and it's at the very end of the script. Like only one line at the end of the script. So I'll be wearing a full face mask. You won't even see what I look like at all. Snap. I'll just be doing like body motions, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's epic. I'm not gonna lie. And guess what? The mask that I actually found in my house, it's downstairs with all my stuff like ready to go. But the only one that would work, I tried Spider-Man. Shit was too tight. Vince, I don't know how the fuck you wear that shit. I couldn't breathe. I was like hyperventilating in that thing. So shout out to all you Spider-Man fans who like die hard with the mask on, because hell no, I'm not doing that shit again. I was literally like choking to death. It was crazy. So no, never again. But the mask that I'm gonna use is actually a Walking Dead zombie mask.
Whoa.
Yeah, because it's the only thing that like worked. You know what I'm saying? Like here, I took a picture of it. It's like I said, it's downstairs, but yeah, it's the only thing that like would work for what I was trying to go for, and I could breathe in it and like give the whole like allure. So just imagine.
What?
Yo!
What?
Hey!
Wow.
So
Okay.
just,
Yo, it's official. That's real.
Girl.
That's creepy as hell. That's dope.
No.
So yes, I have a question. I got a question. So is it in your contract that you will not do zombie movies, or because you're an actor, are you ready to now step into a role if you get the call about, hey, we just wanted to know if you wanted to be part of the reboot of Walking Dead. We got a whole new spinoff, and we would love for you to be in it as one of our stars. Are you ready to say, yes, I'm so ready to join the cast? Or are you going to say,
I'm going to be like, if the money's right, let's get right.
Hey, that's the right answer, goddamn. I'm about to say, if Yaz let her goddamn fear of zombies keep her from getting the bag, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, well, I was offered to do World War Z, the sequel, but I don't fuck with zombies, so I was like, no thanks. I'm like, if you don't answer that phone, I'll do it. Nah,
listen, that'd be a conversation between me and my agent. Like, hey, don't even put me in no zombie movies unless it's this much money. Like, that's bottom line, okay? In the contracts, okay? Like, no.
Put that out there. That's it.
Well,
man, speaking it out there.
Speaking of coming back from the dead, our homie, the one and only Jeremy Isaiah Earl, kind of a version of that season one a little bit when he actually did return this season. So why don't we go ahead and do this? Let's get into some of our chat with Mr. Jeremy Isaiah Earl, who did play Officer Cole North in the most recent iteration of Daredevil, and we were curious as to when he actually found out, because season 1 ended painfully. So we were wondering like when he found out that he was even going to be coming back to season 2 of Born Again. How long have you known that you were going to be coming back? And tell me about that experience, because last we saw you when we left you in season 1, you was getting your whole ass beat. Every superhero in Hell's Kitchen. You was stapled to the wall. You got blued up, and it was a bit crazy. And some of us were just campaigning to get you back on set. So when did you get the news? How did it happen? What was the reveal? Like, talk to us, man. Give us the experience.
I mean, it was funny. I was in New York doing, it was the premiere, right, when they do the little premiere event. Mm-hmm. And Dario, the showrunner, comes up to me and he's like, we're just chit. I'm talking to Chip Zdarsky, you know, of all people at the time, which created my character because it was just a cool situation. And Dario comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, did your people get in contact with you yet?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Oh, they will," and he's like floats away, right? And I'm like, "What the hell does that mean?" And a week later, man, a call came in like, "Hey, you know, we want, you know, just a couple episodes, you know, want him to come in if he's okay with that." And yeah, and the rest we just, you know, he just kept writing me in there, so I kept being in there. It was great.
Yo, that's cool. So this was like before you really like wrapped from season 1, or like
no?
after?
This is after. This is like a year later. So you're thinking we wrapped, well, not a year later, but we wrapped in like July or whatever. So this is like in. When was that premiere? It's like at the end of February sometime, because like I think the episode was coming out May 1st or whatever. It was then, like right before we aired.
Oh wow!
Season, you know, episode 1, season 1, and I was like, oh. So and then again, man, it was a situation where I thought I was going to come in and just do a couple, and you know, and stand for, you know, for a good little run on it. So I mean, it was fun. I loved it.
Yeah, so as you can see, he found out, and I guess it's safe to reveal now that we did kind of know that he was going to be on the show since season 1, which is good for us, Yaz. It shows that we have integrity. You know, we get all this bullshit about us being spoilers, like me and you specifically, like we spoil things, but we literally known dude was going to be on this show since season 1, the finale. And we said nothing. So shouldn't we give ourselves pats on the back because we killed it? You know, we could have been out there leaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to us. You know, shout out to us. We did a good thing there.
No.
I agree.
What? If you only do a good thing if you keep the secret to your grave. You don't drop the secret later and then be like, "Yo, we kept the secret." No.
I said nothing.
Yeah, you don't do that. That's
man. Come on.
Secret keeping.
All right.
Like, for real.
Okay, I didn't know.
Like, what if somebody saw the show and is like, "Yo, he's dropping, man, what is wrong with you?"
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Come
yeah.
on. Oh,
well, I didn't say he told us. I didn't say he told us. He didn't tell us.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we dig on the dark webs and we find things out real early because we don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, well, sit tight because there may be even more spoilers. You know, there was a lot of things discussed, but amongst the things discussed on this conversation, as you all know, in this, he does kind of help Kingpin out. And at the end of season 1, he's in this room being attacked by Daredevil, by Punisher, and all of that. And ultimately, he ends up in this building that ends up blowing up. This is not a spoiler. You should have been known if you've been watching, which gives him this look. You know, he ends up having to have his face burnt and I think his hand and whatnot. And Yaz was keen enough to ask as to what exactly that experience was like him having to be in the prosthetics and all of that. And here's what he had to say about it.
Obviously, you have some prosthetics this season that you didn't have in the first season. And I'm not going to lie, they did your boy well. Okay, like it looked seamless. So tell us about the process, because we always hear from actors and actresses about the process of prosthetics and how it is daunting. Sometimes it can be like PTSD. So tell us about it. Like, how did you feel? Were there any moments that, like, you hated? Any moments you liked? Did you like take some selfies? Like.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely my first time on a consecutive basis, like doing it, right? You know what I mean? The first time went into I'm one of those actors that I like when people mess with my face, right? You know what I mean? I just sits there. It's cool to me. But, so so for me to say, it wasn't like and I get it, it's not like people that got to go 8 hours. I think that was about an hour, when we started, and then towards like mid-season or whatever, that got it down to like 45 minutes. I mean, look, wow. Lisa, Kim Bridge, HMU makeup department, they were insane. They're wonderful. They're amazing. The work they do is just crazy, and how fast and quick they just apply it. And then, man, when it's on, I feel it, but then after a while, I don't even feel it anymore because it's just pliable with my face. I don't feel like there's one time I almost went to. Yeah, I almost went home and I didn't realize. And it was like, yo, your face. I was like, oh, damn. Let me get this off my face.
I was just about to ask, did you walk around like that and not even know? Because I would have just been like, fuck it, let's Scarface this. Let's do like
just go full method, right? Just go full. Yeah. No, it was great, man. They wanted a little bit more. I remember like some of the writers or the directors was like they wanted some eye stuff as well. But it was, it's one thing to go through that. It's another thing to have like a fake eye put in every day. But I was excited for however they did it, because they had to, they had to make it make sense. There was an explosion around this guy, what I mean? So, it was fun. I loved it. It was great.
It's pretty.
Yes. Did he give you the answer? Were you looking for a certain answer? Like, sometimes I ask a question and I'm looking for an answer. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Did you get what you was looking for?
Yeah, and he gave me more too, because like I really wanted to know, like, because it looked so seamless, did he leave and go walk away, like around in it, because like it looked like his face for real, like the penguin when he was like walking around as the penguin just to see, what I'm saying, people recognized him, and he answered it without me even asking him. Like, synergy, man, freaking love him. I love Jeremy. He's awesome.
Yeah, he is, man. And I mean, in addition to him having to deal with all of that prosthetic work and him forgetting what was on and all of that, Ty was cool enough and smart enough to ask the more important, grueling questions.
I mean, first of all, I have to apologize for not making the last interview, but and also I have to apologize because I was the only one that killed you last season. I thought I thought you were dead. I argued with this entire panel. That man blew up in a house. There's no way he's alive. And somehow, some way you made it. So congratulations on that, first and foremost. And secondly, kudos to you for them doing prosthetics, but making sure they did not touch those green eyes. They was like, look, hey, we gonna put this on, but hey, man, we ain't gonna touch them eyes, man. We you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you again for that. But man, listen, this season has been a ride. It's been phenomenal. We've seen a lot of things go on. We have a bulletproof man. We also have a bomb-proof man, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know when you signed up for this and you came on last season, and realized at the end of the season that, hey, I may or may not come back, and then you get that news that you're coming back. Like, I want to talk about a little bit about the excitement or just the relief that maybe came to you when you found out, hey, y'all like me that much? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like talk about that a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's funny you say that. Like, my manager always says, like, you book Jeremy for one episode, he'll figure out a way to make it like 6 or 7. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like, I knew going in that Cole's fate, right? I just didn't know how it was going to come about, but I knew going in that was supposed to happen. So it was already, I was already geared up for it, whatever, and then when it happened, I was like, man, that's kind of a cool way to go out. That's, and then for the call to come and for me to come back, that's when, I mean, it was more so like, whoo, check coming, you know what I mean? It's like, I got another job coming, yes, of course, they love me, thank you, but it was like, oh, I got a job, because right now in this industry as it is, you know, jobs are very scarce. So I was just happy to be like, oh, okay, cool. You know, we got a couple more episodes, and then, you know, 2 episodes turn into what, 7 out of 8. So that's not bad.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jeremy, first of all,
Ty's like, I'm sorry about missing the first interview. He's like, what are you talking about? What first interview? This Jeremy, does he even, do you think he remembers, like, you know what I'm saying, like that far ago? I don't even know, because it's been so long. So it's probably a good thing that he did at least, you know, come back and remember that Ty wasn't there the first time. But Ty looked directly into his eyes and was like, man, it's a good thing that they didn't cover up those misty green eyes of yours, homeboy. Tell us more about that. And I'm asking you the same question I asked Yaz. Like, did you get what you was looking for out of your question? Like, was it as informative as you would like?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he talked about you know, the experience of coming back, knowing he was coming back, and, you know, just kind of, you know, embracing the idea of coming back and doing what he does. And you know, as we saw in this last season finale, which I'm sure we'll talk about, you know, some things have changed for Mr. Cole, Officer Cole.
Yes, we definitely have to talk about that, because yes, and kudos to Yaz too, because Yaz low key got a little bit of little detective mind. You be listening, right? We be listening a little bit. All right, but I gotta get a homegirl, Kira Love. She did pull up as well, and she also had a question that I thought was worthy of it. You know, I mean, of course, obviously, because Kira's hella smart and she's got a lot of intuition. So, all right, here's what she brought in terms of her here's our question. God damn, I don't know what I'm trying to talk about.
Do you have any dreams of where else Cole North might show up? Doesn't have to be necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, anything street level, you know, anything street level is great. I mean, me and Chip was kind of tossing around the idea of seeing if we could, like, you know, just have a path where we can kind of play with the character a little bit in the comic books. And you know, the verdict still out. We'll see what we come up with. But yeah, I think anything street level, I think he can kind of weave his way into, especially if we're talking New York. You know what I mean? I'm open to all. I just want to know what Marvel's doing next, because, you know, they don't tell us nothing.
No. You know, I'm thinking about it. I would love to see like a come on with it. Come on with it. Obviously a detective type of series, but something where you are like, oh my God, what is the guy's name that was in Ant-Man? Not Raul. What is his name? Oh, Luis. Yeah. I would love for you to be that detective on the ground that's following all of these pieces and ends up connecting all of the street level vigilantes and villains, so that we can have like a nice little pick me up or something along the way, like little pieces of candy, if you will.
Hey, you know, hopefully Brad and Kevin and Luke can hear you. You know what I mean? Because that would be great. I always thought it would be cool, like that there was a life. But I play the character, so of course, right? I'm always actors. We always think our characters can be, you know what I mean? but Cole North is actually a pretty dynamic dude, man. So like in my mind, I was like, yo, he is that street level detective Marvel series if they ever so inclined wanted one. You know what I mean? Well, now I have to be different because of what was going on. I don't know how that's gonna play out, but you know, with the anti-vigilante task force and all. So, you know. But still, I'm open to everything, man. You know, everything street level. I think he can be implemented in that in some form or fashion.
I agree. I have ideas in case anybody ever, you know, wants to ask me something.
I mean, think about it. He's the only like non-superhero that like arrested Spider-Man and Daredevil. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, come on, you know, it's a no-brainer to me.
You know.
I mean, that is a good point. So yeah, I'm happy that Kira was able to get that question out. But I had more questions specifically with regard to, like, you know, because we know he came back as a completely, you know, refurbished character. I mean, they had to basically put him back together again. And, you know, last in season 1, when we left him, there was questions. Was he coming back? How was he coming back? Remember, his whole hand was stapled, was nailed to the wall on some crucifix shit. and he was in a building that literally exploded. So the question as to what's going to happen now, how do you even show up in season 3 if you do? And I guess I was just wondering, what's the creative background of his resurfacing? What was given to you as the recourse for your survival? I mean, did they go into detail, or did they allow you to kind of create your own fiction as to what it is that transpired after you got your whole ass beat by Daredevil and by the Punisher all at once, mind you? Just want to make sure we remind you of that, just in case you forgot that you got your ass. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
It was pretty rough. It was a rough time in Cole North's life. I will say that.
It was very memorable. But it was, so yeah, what
right? It was a thing where, like, in the writing, it kind of implies, as he said, like, he's trying to get back into the task force. He's trying to do these things. It's more of a, it's cool because they do allow you kind of some freedom to develop the story, because they know that the story doesn't come directly from the comic. You know what I mean? They kind of have their own life.
Right.
So I'm asked by directors as well as writers, like, yo, how does this feel? And as we make choices, but normally, it's that same thing of, he still feels that he was in the right for what he did, because but he doesn't understand the lie of it all. And so for him, it's like some get back. He lost that. He lost that battle. The war's not over. Just that battle was lost, and he's just a little scarred. So he wants to just get back in. But then as he gets back in, he just starts to kind of like, he sees it a little differently. He views it a little differently, and that's what we're trying to, hopefully, that we did a good job telling throughout this arc of the season. That aspect of his character. It's just like it's like he starts off with revenge, and that revenge turns into redemption. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I felt about it.
Oh, it does?
Oh, yeah. I heard that too, yes.
Or so they say, right? All right. There's so much stuff online as they has, you know what I mean, where you can decide where you want to pick it.
It's the little things, you just gotta listen.
Come on, yes, you sisters. Look, yo, yeah, yes, he picked it up. Spider sense tingling. Did you just give us because you gotta keep in mind, y'all, when we did the interview, this was just like literally either the day of or the day before the finale aired, right? So he's kind of candid, but he's also kind of like, all right, well, I don't know what y'all have and haven't seen, or and I know, especially with our affiliation with our good homeboy Anthony, who's always trying not to spoil things because he doesn't know what he's seen. Like, I don't know I've seen this, and I don't want to say, sometimes we'll ask Anthony, like, we'll be like, yeah, I wonder if Harold's gonna, and he'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you don't know what he can and can't say. In this particular instance, we get a clip of Mr. Jeremy Isaiah Earl essentially giving us a little bit of a heads up as to what may or may not happen, and he pulls a Vince and Yaz, and he accidentally, I think, gave us more information than I think he originally was expected to. But I want to comment on something real quick. Before we get into Yaz and her clairvoyancy, I just want to apologize, because when I'm sitting here watching this, all I see the entire interview is the fact that I got this white pit stain of sweat. I don't know if I'm so like, I'm like, man, I put on a shirt like right before we started the goddamn interview, and like I'm like, damn, but as soon as we started and I was on camera, I was like, man, I picked a dirty shirt. Goddamn, I got on a dirty shirt to start the interview, and it was too late to like like try to, what I'm saying, like do anything. It was just like, fuck it, man, we just gonna let it ride. It is what it is. But anyway, yes, you picked up on it. You heard what he said. He said leads to redemption. But this was before, we had we didn't really know, but we had an idea that there may be a redemption arc, which we're going to discuss when we go through the actual season finale of Daredevil that we're about to get into here shortly after we finish some of the clips.
I mean, there was hints though, like, in this series, like we got we got little bits of when Cole, was challenging Powell, when he was just like, what the fuck, when he killed the young police officer. I can't remember what the police officer's name was. But like when they were having the street riot, and he walked up to the guy and he was like, "Hey, come here," and then he was just like, "Find out who the rat is," and just like literally murdered him on the spot in front of everybody, and then was like, "Oh, the vigilantes are firing!" Like straight, and then
right.
Cole's first instinct was, "Dude, what the fuck?" Like,
right, yeah.
I mean, if he was still down, you know what I'm saying, full on, he would not have said that. And Powell kept pushing that. Yo, are you getting soft on me? Like,
right.
So, I don't know. It was a great interview. And I'm so happy. That we had him back on.
Yeah. Only a couple more clips, but keep in mind, guys, the entire full interview, and you don't want to miss, because you're just getting tidbits right now. The full interview will be live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Go ahead and hit the notification. It is already up on, well, if it's not, I think it'll be announced at 11 o'clock today. It'll be running tomorrow. So make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. Give us the views, give us the likes if you don't mind. He seems to like coming on the show, so hopefully we'll keep this whole mantra. But there's even more to reveal. In fact, just for a quick second, I wanted to get my Barbara Walters on. I wanted to get my damn, name's not good. What's Oprah's best friend name again?
Gail.
I wanted to get my Gail King on right quick, you know what I'm saying, and ask him a couple things that well, at least one thing that had a little bit of significance. We are a Black nerd podcast where we discuss a lot of things that are kind of relevant within our community. So I was just kind of curious, because he was a cop before and actually did have some experience in a community as an actual police officer. I was curious as to what, well, let's just hear what the question is. Curious because you did mention something really important, especially to our group. You are a Black male, all right, in an acting role. And in this particular role, you do play a police officer, one that you have been in real life. I am curious with regard to the parallels that you may have in terms of your thoughts, because in the comic book, and Kira, I would rely on you a little bit for this, if I'm not mistaken, Cole North does have some conflict with the way the system treats young individuals, and he does question that, and that's one of the things that he has issues, like you've already mentioned, with the vigilantes. How close to home does some of this hit for you, like with regard to the way that he wants to protect his Black community? And what is it that you think that within this script kind of speaks to that? Because we do see those glimpses in which you're kind of looking like, I mean, the acting, chef's kiss, is giving us the glimpses of like when you're like, nah, I'm not really cool with that, but we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Like there'll be times where Kingpin will be going a little ham, and you be like, is that what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like specifically, I think like it was like this right here. Like you was like, hold on, what's going on? Like there's been glimpses. So like it's hard to blur the lines of fiction and nonfiction sometimes. Does that make it easier for you to portray this role? And like I said, like what is it?
Yeah, I mean, I do it. I try to play the role like it's me, right? Because Cole North is very close to just where I'm from. You know what I mean? As far as like being a cop, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. So like when so like for instance, at least for my own thing, right? When I have scenes with Nikki, you could we're never I try not to be adversarial in any way for the most part towards her in the acting world, and that because I understand her positioning and what she's doing, and I'm having doubts about what I'm doing in this particular situation. And therefore, the episode where I'm walking her through the, to see the swordsman or whatever, you know what I mean? Like there are those moments where I play it like that because I use her to help kind of define like what I'm not cool with, you know what I mean by that, and the fact that like she's also a Black woman and things like that. I refuse to be as crass with her as, let's say, Powell is, but that's Powell's character. That's what he's supposed to do. Where I'm just like, look, man, just look, I know we up in here on some bullshit. Just let us do what we got to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. Yeah. Which that's a lot of times as a Black cop, especially when you police in like Black area and certain things where it's like, look, I get it. You feel like it's bullshit, but this is a part of the job that we have to do, fill in the blank. And it's like, I know it's kind of sucks, but there's no way around this situation, you know, so you get like that where you just be like, you know, yeah, this is a hard one, but you know, you just kind of do it. So I remember those times in those moments when because it was very little like minor adjustments that I was trying to do to kind of, you know, paint a picture that was there in my
Yeah, I remember in our first interview, Yaz and Ty, how he spoke about the blurring the lines of fiction and reality. How he actually, I think he had pulled somebody over, Yaz, and it was like, man, hold on, ain't you? So yeah, that was me. Put your hands, you know what I'm saying? Put your hands behind your back, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an interesting thing to have to deal with. That one day you're gonna be dealing with, Yaz. And be like, wait a minute, hold on, Yaz, how you gonna walk into, you know, a store and you're gonna be like, oh, let me can I have the, and I'm like, aren't you that zombie lady from the, you're like, oh my gosh, you recognize me, blah, blah, blah.
Hopefully that is not what I'll be known for, is the thing I'm most fear. Like, that is not what I want. But you know, if it's anything at all, I shall be grateful. So
yeah. And also in this conversation, and Ty was into this as well, we just kind of got to get a little bit into it after this question. When you watch the whole interview tomorrow, guys, you'll see that we got into the camaraderie that some of the Black cast members had, you know, between Jeremy and even with his shoot, he just said her name too, and I'm so sorry. Nikita, man, the lawyer. Don't let me. This is why a comment section exists. Like, literally, like, you know, somebody please help brother out, man. I don't want to leave this young lady without her name being properly said. So hit me up, chat. And also the Cherry and you know, some of the other actors. I think one of the questions I asked was, it feels like the rap party may be divided into sections, and he kind of elaborated on that a little bit as well. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Last thing, this last part I think is possibly my favorite, because this one's a little revealing. I think it's safe to say. And in this clip, not only we get us a little shout out, but we may even get us a little peek into what may be lying ahead. So I want y'all to pay very close attention to some of the stuff he says here. And let's talk about it on the other end and see what you feel about it.
And you're watching the new Blur Order, man. These are my family, my peoples, and they come with all the goodies. All the goodies.
Hey, we got the goodies, y'all. That's all we need to say. Yo, once again, man, we sincerely appreciate you, Jeremy, man. We gonna clip this up. We'll post a couple, man, and hopefully we not only are able to keep you around for season 3, but maybe we'll even see you cross over into the Luke Cages and sound like that. Maybe
you never know, man. You know, I mean, season 3 has been fun shooting it and doing our thing, and like, oh shit.
Wait!
Don't worry.
I'm not gonna hold you. You didn't know, because we had season 1 back over on the Netflix side of things, and then 2 was last season for me, and then 3 is this season.
Mm-hmm.
Saved it.
No, it's you know what? I don't know when is this air? Is this air right now? Are we live right now?
Nah.
Okay, so look.
This is recorded.
It's a big look. Yeah, I'm in season. You know, I always tell you, because I'm like, fuck, these motherfuckers got my ass. I'm up there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn it. No. I'm in season 3. Like you guys can I mean, we can say that, like, especially if this doesn't air till after Tuesday, because it's like when you see the finale Tuesday, you can possibly, because I know y'all saw that damn shit that fucking Mike Coulter posted, right? The Luke Cage thing.
Yeah.
I live in New York. I saw him walking in the West Village. I knew there was already going to be a season. I already knew. He was chilling. I'm like, hey, yo, why are you here? Why are you here? You're not here for nothing else, boo. I love you. Go ahead.
What's up, bro? Because
Wait. We gotta wrap this and let him talk later. Wrap this and don't.
Okay. Get this done. All right, listen. Yo. So we just learned a whole lot in that clip Yes, and it was a doozy. It was not meant to be released just yet, but yes, hallelujah. Guess what we just learned just that quick.
See what happens when you listen?
Bro, because I don't even know if they had announced season 3 was coming out. I hadn't heard anything about season 3 being confirmed. Not only did he look, not only did he drop that season 3 is confirmed, he dropped that they've already begun shooting it and that he's in that bitch. So that's like, in my opinion, like 3 bombshells as far as I'm concerned, because like we got a lot of news in that quick statement. And fortunately, I mean, since we didn't release it before the finale, this is now info that is not going to have any hazard to his longevity in the Marvel universe. But whoa, bad time, bro. You was there in that moment, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Did it hit you the same way it hit me? Like you just see my face? Like my face when I felt like he accidentally had released it or dropped it, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you have that same, like reaction, so to speak, when you gotta, peep what was going on?
I mean, not necessarily the same reaction you had, but yeah, I had a reaction. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough for me. Let me tell you why, man. Because I never in my life have I ever been a snitch, ever. So something like, I'm just being real, and you know this about me. Like, I don't. If you tell me something, I'm taking that shit to my grave. I'm not telling nothing. So I hope this doesn't get him in trouble in any type of way, shape, or form. And that was my biggest concern, was that, we would protect him, no matter what. But I don't know. I mean, you say that he won't get in trouble because it's out now or whatever, but I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm just gonna act like I wasn't there. So
oh my God. I
know, but it feels like I know when snitching is going down, and I just be like, this 100% feels like snitching. I know snitching. This feels like snitching. Like, it was cool that we got the info. We got the info, and that would have been cool to even say we may know some shit. But to pull up the video of him actually saying this shit, and then just in case somebody, I know the execs probably ain't watching our show yet, but maybe hopefully one day they will. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I feel strange. I feel strange. So he
does have a point though. Just coming from the background of because I know how it works.
Okay, all right.
I'm not saying anything. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know what was gonna play. But I'll agree to disagree. Is all I'm gonna say. We can move forward from there.
Oh my God, what is happening right now? Okay, all right, hold on. Let me just pull the veil back a little bit here, guys. Let me just go ahead and just be forthright with y'all. All right, so what we're seeing here in this whole ordeal that's going on with Jeremy, this is called acting. This is literally called acting. Like, if you for 1 second think that he didn't intend to say what he said to us, because he's very, very, very careful about what he does and doesn't say. So what he said was meant to be dropped. In fact, I'll even give you this one behind the scenes tidbit. He did actually tell us that he asked for permission to inform people that he was going to be in season 3. So this isn't him, oops, damn, my bad. Oh, fuck, I hope I don't lose my job. Literally, this is him being like, oh, I got a little cookie I could give my homeboys, and them, know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and just drop that right here, know what I'm saying, and sprinkle a little something right now. Y'all go ahead and take that, do what it is you want with it. Now, I'm not going to clip this, all right? So you got to be here to see the exclusive. But Well, maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know. But maybe I'll hold off on it for a little bit. But I don't believe for 1 second that this is something that he accidentally leaked out. It was like, oh shit. Because I'm gonna tell you what, right? I'm gonna tell you right now. If we did if it was that, he'd have been like, yo, y'all gotta cut that out. You know what I'm saying? That's happened to us a couple times where we've had to be like, all right, I'll take that out. You know, no pressure, big deal. If it was really, because he knew it was pre-recorded, and he said, yo, look, don't worry, it's cool. As long as it airs after the actual finale airs, then everybody already gonna know anyway. So it's all to the good.
I wasn't there. I don't know the context of the conversation, of the information. I'm just speaking from being a new actress and how we're allowed to divulge our information once we get it.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm just saying. It was. In my opinion, just judging based on how he. I mean, let's just go back.
He can deliver it.
Let's go back to the tape. Like, I just want y'all to remember. Like, just watch how this is revealed. Like, this was not necessarily, in my opinion, done that candidly. See you cross over into the Luke Cages and sound like that.
You never know, man. You know, I mean, season 3 has been fun shooting it and doing our thing, and like, oh shit.
Wait.
Don't worry.
I'm not gonna hold you. You didn't know, because we had season 1 back over on the Netflix side of things, and then 2 was last season for me, and then 3 is this season. Saved it. It's you know what? I don't know when is this air? Is this air right now? Are we live right now?
No.
Okay, so look.
This is recorded.
It's a big look. Yeah, I'm in season. You know, I always tell you, because I'm like, fuck, these motherfuckers got my ass. I'm up there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn it. No. I'm in season 3. Like you guys can I mean, we can say that, like, especially if this doesn't air till after Tuesday, because it's like when you see the finale Tuesday, you can possibly, because I know y'all saw that damn shit that fucking Mike Coulter posted, right? The Luke Cage thing.
Yeah.
I live in New York. I saw him walking in the West Village. I knew there was already going to be I already knew. He was chilling. I'm like, hey, yo, how you?
So let's be clear here. The whole, oh shit, it's acting. All right, he was acting. Okay, and it was a clear display of, I'm giving y'all a gym and I'm here for it. Like, they do plan these types of things. You know, could have easily been a reveal on a late night show or on a daytime talk show, but we were given that access. And again, he had the opportunity to be like, yo, hold on, stop. Nah. But he leaned in and was like, no, I can tell you, and we can say that I will be in season 3. Why are you shaking his head? He literally just said it. Am I tripping? What is going on? What is going on right now?
Listen, as your boy, I'm gonna tell you, yes, you tripping. You tripping. Because I can't listen no more. Like, at the end of the day, you're assuming that he was acting when clearly he was in that same clip. It's clearly in that same clip.
Let's move on.
Like, yeah. But
I only got like 30 minutes. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I got a heart out. I got an audition.
Yeah, let's just go. Yeah, I'm with you.
Y'all can talk about this in the after chat later. I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Okay, if that's how y'all feel, but hey, I don't think that these drops, so to speak, are as inadvertent as we may like for us to believe. But either way, he did also speak about another individual that was, oh, by the way, don't forget, guys, that interview, the whole entire thing will be airing first thing tomorrow. In fact, in less than 60 seconds, you'll be able to click on the notification live right on our YouTube channel, as well as the Movie Blogs YouTube channel. If you want to go ahead and see the entire, it's an hour plus of content. If you like what you just saw here, there's even more that we talked about. So don't be one of the few that's left out of this conversation, as it does come directly to you first thing tomorrow in the Hit House with none other than Mr. Jeremy Isaiah Earl, who does play Daredevil in this show that we love. And also he did speak about somebody else in the show that we got a chance to see. Let's get into the spoiler section of the show where we talk about what actually happened on the finale. And I'm going to go ahead and take this down in a second. And let me know, guys, thumbs up, thumbs down. That includes you in the chat. How y'all felt about this season finale? Are we thumbs up in it? Are we thumbs down in it? How is it that we felt about it in our true, actual, authentic feelings? Just the finale, not the whole season, just the finale. I'm going to take this down in 3, 2, 1. All right, looks like we got 2 thumbs up for Ty, 2 thumbs up. Oh, wow, okay, all right. I'm the only one that's on the men's side. All right, cool. Well, Yazzie, since you got time constraints, why don't you go ahead and give us, in fact, do you remember what all happened? No, okay. Well, then just tell us how you felt. Tell us how you felt about the finale, though, if you will, Yazzie, since you did give it 2 thumbs up.
I feel like we got some just dues. I also feel like I'm ready for season 3. Because the way we left off, shit's gonna go. It's gonna go left real quick, and I'm really excited for it. Like, I'm kind of mad about the whole Wilson Fisk situation and how like he's just, on a fucking beach and fucking chilling and shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like living the high life kingpin and shit. Like they it's cool, but I'm just saying my boy needed more ass beating than that. Okay, as the mayor. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. I did appreciate that. I was right about the baby daddy situation. So like I just wanted to make sure that everyone knows that Jessica Jones had a baby with Luke Cage. Just in case y'all missed that shit, okay? Yeah. We can't wait to see that baby got powers or not, because, oh my God, she gonna be like stronger than the Hulk. Like, smash it.
That is crazy. A bulletproof, powerful.
Imagine an adolescent. You trying to get you trying to have words with her, and she's like, fuck you! It's gonna be great. I swear to God. Like, oh God, I can't wait till she hits puberty. That's gonna be a good one, because that's hopefully when we find out if she has powers or not. So definitely excited for that. Hopefully Jessica gets her powers back. I guess we'll figure that one out. If she's still skirting on that line. But Daredevil, my boy. I don't know. I was not mad that he pulled up and was like, I'm fucking Daredevil. I was mad that he did it in court, but I understand he did that shit, because I'm not gonna lie, kudos to my boy, because he saved his girl, he brought down Wilson Fisk, and he told the world, I'm Daredevil. I'm blind. Get at me. And they were like, what? We're gonna believe this? A fucking blind lawyer's fucking Daredevil? And he was like, watch this. Threw some shit. What the fuck? It was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Boy, Daredevil, that is my boy, okay? And then he had this like cute little moment with Karen. Can we just okay, Karen's safe. Her man came and got her and revealed to the world that he is the vigilante that he is. And they had this beautiful date right before they took his ass into jail. What the fuck? So I'm excited to see if Bullseye, who just got this new job that Luke Cage just gave up because Jessica Jones is a fucking that bitch, and she was like, I got you a new one. Give me my baby daddy. So let's see if Bullseye goes and saves our boy. And he was like, I want to redeem myself again and save you. You know what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker can't die. He'd be jumping off like 20 foot. Oh, I'm sorry. He gets pushed off of 20-foot story buildings and he don't die. So I'm excited to see where this goes. But yeah, Wilson, we need to talk about Wilson's future. Because I figured he'd be more maniacal now that Vanessa is dead. He's just like calm and like, what? Like on a beach? No. No, he better be plotting murder. But I'm not gonna lie, the I did enjoy him picking up innocent civilians that were just trying to raid the courthouse, throwing their bodies against the wall. Did you see that one dude's back? Like he suplexed around the wall, bro. It was fucking insane. I'm not gonna lie. Man came in that white suit. He came out in that bloody white suit. It was fucking beautiful. That's what I want to see like Kingpin. Not him sitting on a fucking beach. I want to see him killing people. I'm sorry, but how do you kill that many innocent people and then end up on a motherfucking beach? I need some explanations on that. Because mayor or not, I don't know that serial killer status. He was just fucking beating down people in the courthouse. And I'm sorry, but the courthouse has cameras everywhere. It's not like he is not known, okay? We got some explaining to do, Marvel. I'm excited for season 3.
Yeah, I mean, these are good points. Ty, what do you think?
Yeah, this last episode was it for me. The acting was top tier. Let's go there first. I think Vincent D'Onofrio really embodied the Kingpin and Wilson Fisk this season. You know, to see Charlie, aka Daredevil, back in the courtroom, back playing a lawyer again was good because we haven't seen that the entire season. You know, and his whole plan was to reveal himself, but also put Kingpin in a position where you have to acknowledge that you know where I was there, you know who I am, you knew, you know. So I thought that was really brilliant how they put that together. As far as like the violent scenes, where Kingpin comes out of the courtroom, gets shot at, yeah, Bullseye in that moment, Yaz was not redeeming. He was not redeeming. He was literally trying to kill that man. And I don't think, I think in that moment, we all saw that you know, Daredevil tried to save him again. He keeps trying to save. Every time, you know, Wilson's got a bullet with his name on it, here comes, you know, Mr. Good Guy to come save the day. I thought that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But also, Buck gets shot in the stomach.
Oh yeah.
With a high-powered rifle, and somehow sits in the courtroom
I agree.
for about 30 minutes, bleeding out, and Buck, they don't have any loyalty to Buck to even let us know if Buck is all right. We never,
Nope.
everybody else, we saw everybody else after that scene but Buck. We don't know if Buck is alive or dead, but we do know that Buck took a bullet to the gut. That's all we didn't see Buck on that island.
We did not.
Out there on the beach. We didn't see that. Nope. We didn't see him. We didn't see old girl over Buck's hospital bed. You know, like when anybody see. Nope, we didn't see that. Buck got a buckshot to the stomach, and we have no clue what's going on with him. All that he's done this season, and we have no clue to him. Yeah, so clue what's going on with him. I thought that was a little bit crazy.
Yeah, facts.
This whole Daredevil goes to jail, but Fisk is on an island. You're right. You're 100% right. Yes, there's something very, very wrong with this picture.
Yeah.
I will say this though: the murders that he committed were all in self-defense.
Were they? Were they though? No. Some of them were. Some of them were innocent. Remember, this one dude was sitting there trying to run after he saw him just knock all these people down. And what did he do?
Hold on.
At least one wasn't innocent.
No. Let me just
okay.
Frame it.
Okay.
Whenever you come into a building recklessly, running into a building, and you're yelling the name of the person that you plan on attacking. Mayor, Fisk, whatever. And this is now become a mob, right?
Yes.
So this is a mob. So now this mob is all heading towards me. If I am the target of their disdain, I cannot sift through who is innocent and who is guilty. All I know is they're all coming towards me. So at that point, when they're coming, I'm defending myself. I can't help that I'm stronger than all of y'all. I can't help that I'm way more violent than y'all expected me to be. I can't help that I've had all of this anger and shit built up in me because my wife just died and she was the only thing that was keeping me grounded. I have literally let go of all of that. And now the people that I thought that I was here trying to save are coming at me for my neck, and they think that I'm some excuse my language, bitch. Let me show y'all what a real New Yorker looks like. And that's exactly what he did. That's like, I'm gonna give you an example. If I'm at my crib in Brooklyn and a mob pulls up to my stoop calling my name from out upstairs, and I don't come downstairs and whoop everybody's ass that came up into my house, because y'all number one came to my house. That's the mayor like, y'all coming into my house with disrespect. Let me address it.
What about the people who was just there because they were caught in the mob? Some of them, look in the back, okay? They were just like, not all of them were trying to fight. They were just trying to be there for the cause. So you telling me that the people who died for the cause that weren't attacking him, and they died because he threw people. Like, I'm talking about like one or two. It was like 10 people he physically picked up and fucking threw, and then bitch smacked, and like you saw the fucking blood. So it's not like they were just like on the ground.
I'm not debating that he killed. I'm not debating that he killed those people. What I'm saying is, if everybody pulls up in a red hoodie, if everybody pulls up in a red hoodie, is it my job to pick and choose who in the red hoodie's here to kill me and who's not? No. If you pulled up with a red hoodie, and which everybody in there who he killed had on a red hoodie, I just want to point that out. If you pulled up with a red hoodie and you somehow got moved into the realm of my violence, you should probably have taken that hoodie off.
I'm done with you. Do you want me? Time out. Let me just hear this right, okay? All right, I'm watching you just like chop down these people literally with one fucking motion. All right, like just one. And I'm sitting there contemplating my actions, and you want me to take off my hoodie as you're coming at me to fucking kill me?
Yes. I want you to never have put the red hoodie on. That's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all are coming with if you get a call and you say, hey, we pulling up on Fisk, put on your red hoodie. And you're like, well, what am I wearing the red hoodie on? Because, girl, that's going to let them know that we all together. Like,
what if I'm just there for the but I'm just saying, what if I'm just there for the cause? Because this is New York. I love my city, and this man got to go. And you're telling me because I'm an innocent bystander.
You should have stayed outside. You should have stayed outside with the police.
The people outside would have got smacked and shit, too. He would have kept going. Like, what you talking about? Bad time. This don't make no.
He didn't go outside.
No,
man.
This was a homicide. This was a homicide and intense murder. Okay, this man intended to murder these people when he got mad and he was like, you know what? Coming after me, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And
I mean, you just said it. You just put it out there. Coming after me, I'm gonna kill you. Like, basically, you have come all the way up in here, threatening my life, and you think now, see now look. I
don't have no weapons. You are a weapon. How does it understand?
Yes. All I'm saying is they did not understand. Those people that were outside did not understand what they was fucking with. And sometimes okay. But what I'm saying is sometimes you go fucking with shit because you think it's something is sweet, and then you get there. Hold on. You get there and you find out it ain't sweet. You know what that's called? Karen material. That's what the fuck that shit is called. When you go and you cause a ruckus, and then when the shit don't go your way, you start talking about police. That's what Karens do. That's exactly what the fuck just happened. Y'all ran up on this man thinking shit was sweet, and then when he started folding niggas on corners of walls, y'all was like, oh shit, this nigga's different. It's too late for that. You shouldn't have brought your ass in here with no red hoodie talking about that. Yeah, no, Karen, run your ass back to where you came from if you can. And if you can't, that's your motherfucking problem. That's what I'm saying. That's
okay. One thing to say about this. Says the man with the red hoodie and the fucking red hat.
Hey,
yo,
100%. You see, I'm alive. You know why I'm alive? Because I stayed outside, nigga. That's why I stayed outside.
Did you hear that? Bro, I'm done. I'm fucking done. He said, because I stayed. So you just pulling up, but you ain't pulling up enough to be a Karen. That's what you saying?
I'm saying that I'm smart enough. I'm smart enough to know when they say you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold. I know when I know when to fold. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah, it is funny because I mean it literally was like it was essentially January 6th for Hell's Kitchen. And they went in like going after blood. They may as well have built the gallows outside of the Capitol. And yeah, this would have been like, yo, if instead of Congress hiding underneath the basement in the bunkers, if they had been like, oh, that's what we doing. Like you can see like Marjorie Taylor coming out like, bitch, I've been waiting for this shit for so long. Pop. Like that's kind of what it was. Like Kingpin wasn't just. Yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, like I started on Yaz's side, but I ended up on Ty's side when I was sitting there watching because Ty's right. Like the dude didn't run out looking for random motherfucker to snatch up. He went outside his own office or his own courtroom where they were looking for him. He was summoned. He was given a what do they call it? A summons or whatever it is.
It's called a call out. It's like yo, hey. Tell your son to come outside. Yo, word is but that's what that is. They pulled up to your house and they was like, yo, bring your bitch ass outside.
No, it wasn't his house no more. They were coming to beat his ass.
Well, I'm saying subpoena. It was a subpoena or something like it was like we're calling Mayor Wilson Fisk to the stand. He was still on government property. Like he was still.
Come out. You can make a citizen's arrest, my man. Okay.
Is that what they was with masks? With running up on his man? Like, look, when he was at the top of that staircase, they wasn't going up there and say, "You're under freeze." They went up there was like, "Hey, listen, motherfucker, you killed my name is Enrique Montoya. You killed my father. You deserve to die." No, it's not.
More importantly, Yaz, you brought up a really, really good fact. The fact that Wilson Fisk was covered in blood. You know why he was covered in blood? Because his man just got shot at the front door when they just hold on. He's covered in blood. He's covered in blood because he not only killed those people, but also his man just took a bullet to his gut when they was trying to walk out the door. So as far as Wilson Fisk knows, these people are trying to kill me. I don't know who shot me. I don't know where that bullet came from. All I know is they are trying to kill me, and they think I'm some bitch ass motherfucking regular mayor. And I'm about to show y'all that was the energy he came with. The fight scene right there that Vince got on that clip where he's fighting like 15 dudes at once. That is the type of shit I'm talking about. When they come to your house and they be like, bring your bitch ass out, you're supposed to come out. And if you don't come out and whoop at least 2 of them motherfuckers' ass, they gonna be back tomorrow. So you need to go out there and show what it just so happened that the Kingpin is different. He ain't a regular dude. He's got his paws on you. It literally was taking one punch for him to snap necks, crush faces, whatever it was, he was backhanded, like you said, backhanded people into walls. He picked one dude up, folded him on the wall. When you see somebody get folded on a wall, that takes the fight out of most people. I don't know about you, but if I'm ever fighting somebody and he picks up one of my friends and folds him on the wall, if
look, the dude changed his mind and he still died. He watched that happen and he still got murdered. That was an innocent bystander. Okay, he changed his mind. It was like, this is not what I want to be doing. I think I'm gonna leave. And Wilson was like, nah, you in it, and he took him the fuck out. So I'm just saying,
get to turn around.
While we're on this point, okay, I got one more thing to say. Listen, Wilson Fisk is that is a weapon, okay? So nobody else had weapons. I didn't see nobody with a chair, no fucking guns, no bats. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is a weapon. So you're telling me these innocent people trying to do a citizen's like it's like the community sheriffs going around, pulling you over like
the community sheriffs. Is it the community sheriffs?
What did he start doing? No one was swinging at him. They ran towards him to try
forming a mob, a lynch mob, mind you, because this is not just a quiet, we're just out here, protesting. This is a violent mob calling for this man's name outside of a door, banging on the door. Fisk. They just thought they had the wrong Fisk. And then they fucked around and found out. That's all that happened. Like you, sometimes you
look at this conversation. This looks peaceful.
Yes. The people that ran in the White House on January 6th were not peaceful, or nor were they innocent. And this is the same exact type of thing. They literally ran up into a government building, all dressed in red, which kind of resembles MAGA. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, all ran up in this building. With the thirst for blood. They wanted this man's head on a platter, and they ran up in there thinking that he was a politician, not realizing that this motherfucker is a whole boss. And that's what he did. He came out like, listen, I had so much respect for this episode, because we finally get to see not Wilson Fisk, but Kingpin. Kingpin showed up, and they found out what they was really fucking with. And you're right. Some of them, when they found out what they was fucking with, decided that they have a change of heart. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. You don't get to throw the rock and then you know what I'm saying, and hide your hands. You can't do that. The rock's thrown. You threw the rock. We saw you. So like, that's the type of energy he came out there with. Like, y'all are gonna call me out like I'm some, you know what I mean? And when they found out, they was running for their life. Oh shit, he just folded that man. Oh, I can't do this. No, it's too late, sir. You literally are running into a closed corner, and that's what happens. Like, the door is closed. Y'all in the corner. There's nowhere to go. It is now. We have to meet. We have to meet in the middle, and unfortunately, force meet, and that that's how that ended. So, sorry. Not sorry.
It is a good conversation to have, because you said everybody from January 6th, was a certain way, but whatever your politics are, that's not what kind of show this is. At the end of the day, the folks that ran up on January 6th, they thought, whatever you feel, they thought they were doing the right thing. They thought they were saving their country. They were under the impression that they were being having an election stolen from them. And in this instance, these people in this town, they think that this man, because it's what they was told, is actually causing them a lot of anguish, human harm. They got them in what they call, like, internment camps and stuff like that. And old girl like, you killed my uncle, and everybody has their own rendition of something that happened as a result of his administration. Mm-hmm. So that I mean, so that's essentially what it is. But either way, man, let's oh man, my brother's FaceTiming me, and he's always FaceTiming me with my little nephew.
Hey man, go ahead and answer Woody, man.
I'm gonna answer Woody, man, because yo, hold on, man. I'm in the middle of the thing, man. Hold on. I gotta it's Saturday morning. I gotta let my homegirl Yazzie go because Yazzie unfortunately has more important things to do, evidently. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, she gonna go ahead and I guess make her exit because I guess she gotta go. She gotta go storm a capitol somewhere.
I don't know about that. Don't put that on the internet. No, I am not.
Nah, that's a thing. But yeah, Yazzie, appreciate you pulling up, man. Even though you got a busy day, thank you for the conversation. We'll hit you up, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Good luck.
That's how we will continue this argument about innocent and not innocent. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring my red hoodie then.
Bring it.
Ain't nobody bringing this Wilson fences. We gonna talk about that too. But yeah, good luck to you, everybody.
Show you how it's done.
Hey, everybody, make sure y'all say peace to Yaz, man, and wish her good luck. Now let's go ahead and sprinkle her comments. Come on, sprinkle her. Let's show the love in the chat, man. Show where hey, there she is. Yeah, there's the love. Have a great weekend, Yaz. Yes, oh, that's not
happy Mother's Day, Mom.
All the loves, happy early Mother's Day to you too, Yazzie. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and let Yaz go about her day, and then you and I will continue to chat here. That was a good combo.
What's wrong? What you got?
Hold on. Is he? Can I? All right, I can show him, but I don't want to put him on cam if you don't want to. Some of our family ain't really about being on cam.
Oh, come on, Woody.
It's Ty. But we live though. We live. I ain't gonna lie. We live.
All right.
Sure. All right. So here go my brother and my sister. Okay.
There you go.
And look at little bro. I'm a little nephew right there, bro. I'm a little nephew, bro.
Hey, Woody, what he got? Boy, he got that
good. Yo, that's my dog. What dog?
Woody, a whole daddy, man.
Hold on, man. Can you believe my little brother is a dad, bro?
Whole daddy, man.
My little bro is a whole dad, and look at little Jet. Look, boy, look at him, cupping that bottle like his daddy. You know what I'm saying? It would just be a different kind of bottle.
Hey,
his dad is a legal age, by the way. Look at little Jet. He's sitting up. He's come on, there, man.
Hey, man.
Yo.
Hey, congratulations, Woody. Congrats, man. Yeah, man.
What? So just to give y'all a heads up, this is little bro. That's my little brother.
That's little big bro now. Woody been in the gym.
Woody said
stop that little bro stuff.
Woody ain't never been a
stop that little bro stuff.
Well, listen, I mean, he's younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Almost by a decade.
I know.
So yeah, he's gonna be little bro, no matter how old and how big you get. But the thing about it is, little bro has his new addition to the fam, and that is little nephew, and he is just growing so fast.
What's his name? His
name is Jet. Go ahead, Woody. Woo! Not even a year. He's 7 months. He's 7 months talking like that. He practiced. He's teaching him up in the ways of the Force.
He already working on the crossover. I already know.
Hey yo, and his mom is a softball star. All right.
Oh man.
So his dad is a basketball star. Mom is a softball star. It's only right that he ends up being a superhero, right? Like
that sounds
he's gonna be an anime character. We are raising a whole Goku right there. But yeah, man. Yo, look, man. Hey, I told you anytime you FaceTime me, I know what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer that call. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's good to see you. I'm gonna hit you up after this though. All right, Jet, man. It's good to look at him. You recognize me now? Okay, yeah, he looking at it. All right, what it is, that little brat nut said. All right, little nephew, I'm gonna hit you up after this, man. We're gonna have our one-on-one, our weekly powwow, if it is. All right, if anything, now that you're back at the crib. All right, man. All right, hey Sarah, I'm gonna holler at you later too, sis. All right, bye. Yo, man, that's little bruh and little
sis.
nephew. Yeah, and little sis. All of the athletes.
All the Taylors, man. All the Taylors out here, man.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, they say
Taylors, man. All these Taylors, man. Another Taylor, man, in the world, man. Little Jet Taylor. That sound like a superhero, man. Like Jet Taylor. Nigga, that sound like that sound like a superhero.
You might be on to something. You might be on to something. Yeah, you know what? You might just be on to something. You might have to look into that. You gonna get a. All I know is he better get a full athlete scholarship somewhere. Like that part is gonna happen for real.
Come on, man.
All right, well, check it out, man. It's definitely been cool chatting with y'all on the Daredevil thing. I mean, even though there's a lot more to talk about, because I mean, we didn't even really get into the fact that they literally did just usher in with the exception of Iron Fist, the rest of the Defenders, like Jessica Jones is there, Daredevil's there,
Luke Cage
is there, full Kimbo Slice beard. You know what I'm saying? Accepting this role as father. What do you mean what? Like when I
didn't know if he had the full Kimbo Slice beard, but I mean
the whole beard. Yeah, I mean originally it's kind of like more well-kempt, but this time it's a little more bushy. Like I've been in the weeds, you know what I'm saying? I've been out. Yeah. So I mean it's apparent that we're not only getting more seasons of Daredevil, but more shows that are going to be right there in New York City. So nuts enough to discuss. We got plenty.
Aren't we curious? Aren't we curious where he was and what was because you know when he said it was different over there. Remember that he said he was like it was different over there. Like and now they got Bullseye as his replacement, which leads you to believe that it was kind of like some like assassin type stuff. Like, you know what I mean? For them to have him and now have Bullseye, it kind of, and working with Shaggy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can never not call him Shaggy. He's always going to be Shaggy for me.
He does.
But I mean, like, you know that this guy Shaggy, I'm speaking of, works. He works, you know, doing some Dick Dastardly stuff. He does a lot of behind the scenes, you know, smuggling of guns and stuff for the government. He's like that guy that gets things done. He can go tell the governor, hey, when do I have to ask permission? When they told us something like I don't have to ask you for permission.
Right.
So he definitely has pulled some weight, but it's kind of, I don't know if you feel this way, but it's kind of given like Suicide Squad like aspects, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe like it's like I was like, yo, so what does he got going on over here? Like, is he creating this organization, of powered individuals that are out here doing things for the government behind the scenes? It makes you wonder.
That you know what? I'm glad you said that actually, because my mind had already gone full. I almost said full-throatedly. My mind was full.
I know you was. I was waiting.
My mind almost went completely leaned all the way into the Luke Cage season being focused on him being back in Harlem, right? Or at least in some of the boroughs. But what you've opened up is where he been this whole time. Like, I didn't even think about the possibility that they could spend, if not a whole season, maybe half of a season, just reflecting on whatever it was that drove him to come back. And it could literally be leading up to that very moment when he shows up at her door. Like, it could literally be the whole time that where's Luke? Oh, he's over there, and like whatever it is that he's going through. Because remember also the other hint was that, some people have gone a different way. Remember something like she said, like not all the people. Remember what she said? You know what I'm talking about? Like some have gone a different way, and we thought she could have been referring to Luke Cage. Now we can possibly see what was transpiring while the whole Kingpin is the mayor of New York debacle was happening. What type of bullshit did your boy Shaggy, or Matt Lillard, as I call him, the dude from Scream, what type of bullshit did they have him doing? Was he like a thunderbolt on the wrong side of the Sokovian Accords, where he was rounding up superheroes because they didn't want to sign a treaty in this area of the world? Was it like what was it that he was doing? And that is interesting. I didn't even think about that. That's a good angle. I'm interested in that. I'm interested in that. Either way, we're gonna find out. Yeah, and we're gonna find out more.
Hey, yo, Andrew YB said he never knew. I never knew Luke and Jessica had a thing. Andrew, Luke had a thing with everybody. Luke, it wasn't just Jessica. Luke has been around the block and back again. Mr. I don't drink coffee knows exactly who and when. Yeah, he had a thing with Misty Knight. He's had a thing with Jessica. He's had a thing with Rosario Dawson's character, and whoever else pulls up asking about some coffee. You know what I mean? Like, they too can get done up when the sun's up. So
yeah, Luke Cage. I mean, I might want to be a DNA test on that, but you know what I'm saying? Because Jessica Jones just said she was out there too. But now I'm just playing. But it's funny because we did see the actual scene where they made that baby.
They broke the bed up.
They was tearing up shit. It was the most violent, roughest of all scenes. So that ended up happening, man. But enough going on in the world of Daredevil. Shout out to the homie Jeremy Isaiah Earl for joining us and giving us, like I said, that interview will be fully live, the entire extended version of the interview tomorrow morning. You'll see this exact picture on the as the cover photo for it, and we would really love if you all would give it a quick view, give us some views and some likes on it if you don't mind, asking a favor for a friend here. Now the thing is, some folks was like, oh no, now Daredevil's gone, what are we gonna watch now? Well, there are some other things that we'll be able to watch, one of which is the Spider-Man Noir, which is going to be released very, very, very soon. And I am hoping I can at least get an opportunity to get a glimpse into what Spider-Man Noir is going to look like. I honestly don't know what to expect completely. I know that they're saying it's kind of like, from what I've heard, a live action version of Batman, the animated series, which sounds crazy to say, but I'm extremely fascinated. Of course, I'm not expecting this to be a swing-friendly version of Spider-Man. Frankly, I would doubt if there's as much swinging as you would typically see in your typical Marvel version, MCU version of Spider-Man. So I suspect there'll be more swinging as a transitional type of CGI sequence, as opposed to actually using him to fight like he did with Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man, or like he did with his cohorts in Spider-Man No Way Home with Peters from the other dimensions. So I suspect this is going to be more of kind of a Matlock version of Spider-Man, where he kind of is uncovering clues, and and with the team of misfits is able to kind of find the murderer. If you saw Madam Web, which I know nobody liked, and even though I didn't poo-poo it, I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world. I don't think it deserved to be drugged the way it did get drugged. I didn't think it was worthy of necessarily a bunch of awards, but it had an angle, and they did attempt in Madam Web to kind of give us a different view of the Spider-Man universe, whereas we're not usually seeing it through anybody other than the eyes of Peter Parker or Miles Morales. Like in this instance, we get to see it through the eyes of one of his soon-to-be mentors. I mean, Ben Parker was actually in it. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm here for the angle. I suspect it will get shit on because of narrow-minded folks that probably are expecting to see Miles Morales swing sequences. They want to see Miguel Spider-Man 2099. They want to see, and that's not what it's gonna be. What it is. It's gonna be a little bit more like Murder She Wrote.
You really think that's? I mean, you really think that's gonna be? I mean, I think most people realize that Nicolas Cage is an aging actor, and I don't think their expectation is that he's gonna pull off the Tom Holland thing. I do think that there will be some swinging of web.
Watch this.
Yeah, it's not that party. But no, I do think that there will be a lot. I'm not going to say the abundance of swinging as a Tom Holland film, but I do think that he will be swinging around, in fight scenes. I think that since it's more of a dark drama. I think that swinging from buildings is not out of the, question, and swinging into apartments and things like that is not out of the question. I did see the trailer, and I do know that he shoots webs, so I just can't see you having a show called Spider Anything and there not be some web shooting or some web something going on. So I obviously don't think it's going to be as much as Tom Holland, and I hope not for it not to be, because this is supposed to be more of a story building series. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, the whole whodunit of the thing, the mystery aspect is the allure, right? So as long as they keep us up with the storyline, whatever the mystery is, whoever the the villain is, or whatever the plot is, as long as I think that is sturdy, I think we as fans can separate a Tom Holland film from a Noir film, because we know that A, the actors are totally different, and B, the story, the story plot is totally different.
I mean, not only this, well, I would hope so. I've lost faith in the mega franchise fan base as it comes with too high expectations. And so I think projects like this will likely face the brunt of negative media. I hope not, but the story and the writing will determine that ultimately. And if it's written in a manner that does give way to a storyline that doesn't necessarily involve everything being so crucial. Like I like the idea of it being brought back down to earth, of Spider-Man not having to save the whole entire world. Maybe he just needs to save a family, maybe just a business, maybe a block, maybe it just needs to be a little bit more centered to a zip code rather than a country or a nation or a continent or a planet. You know what I mean? And I'm open for that. I mean, just kind of like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man of it all, as opposed to it being Spider-Man, I'm here to bring all of the multiverses back together. And, it's like, come on, bruh. Like, just let's get back to, let's solve a mystery. Let's save someone, and let's move back. Let's move on with our lives. And I'm here for that.
I'm kind of hoping for the grown-up aspect. I would like to see a Spider Noir, kind of go into, the more adult version of it, like a rating of a R rating. Like, give me blood. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Give me some blood. Give me some shots to the forehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh. You know what I mean? Like, like I hope that, we could even get a sex scene or two. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it.
Yes. I mean, I don't know about all that. Not with Nick Cage.
Why not? Why not, sir?
I mean,
yeah, it is really.
I'm not into sex scenes. Yeah, I don't really.
Well, you are the you and your So whatever.
Wait, what? what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Listen, man. Hey, whatever you are the small populace, man. I think sex still sells.
Hey, listen, sex sells, but I mean, I've never walked away from a movie saying to anybody, "Yo, the sex scene." That's not me. If I see it, I'm like, okay, that's cool.
I mean, I don't. I wasn't
like my wife who like, oh, the sex scene was like, she'll get into like she loves that kind of shit. For me, I'm like,
yeah, me too.
I'm still, you know, oh my god, you know, like, I'm saying, oh my god, they're kissing, you know. Oh, you know, nah, they don't do that. But yeah. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Noir. I do want to do something real quick before I get to the next half of the show, guys. Just a quick, I'm trying to work in advertisements for some of our other shows that we may have done. And today, I wanted to highlight the fact that we did have a season finale recap of the one and only Darth Maul, which did air earlier this week. And we had a few things to say about it, along with our homegirl, Lady Mandalore. And so I figured I'd share some of that with you. This is actually live and right now. And on the other end of this, I'd love to chat with you guys about some of the stuff that I observed about the Mortal Kombat movie that I just saw. So we'll talk about that. But here, let's go ahead and really quick, let's share with you something that we endured earlier this week when we had our conversation about Darth Maul and the finale. Talk to you on the other side. So much reliance, and even you as a Boba Fett fan have to admit that they did not rely on the star power of Boba Fett, not even on the star power of well, I damn near said his name is Boba Fett, but his name is Tamaki Morrison. You know what I'm saying? They didn't rely on it. What did they do? They brought in Black Chewie, aka
see, here's the thing, and here's one of my biggest critiques. If Dave Filoni would have quit being like that's my one problem. I even said it earlier. Filoni's biggest problem is that he keeps forgetting how the comic books work. He keeps forgetting that there's a Bible and things to reference, or that Chrysanthemum's popped up and things before. They acted like Chrysanthemum was brand new, that he was a brand new Wookiee on the scene, and I'm like, bro, Boba and Chrysanthemum have a whole history, but then they were like, but then they were like, oh, we're gonna reference Boba and what's his face from Clone Wars is a whole like relationship and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, so you can reference that relationship, but you can't reference him and Chrysanthemum's relationship like that. That's what I'm saying. That the show had its problems, but I think the biggest issue at hand is that the show was sabotaged like by not only the fans who couldn't get on board with certain things, the idea of character development, but also the fact that I don't think Disney believed in the ideas that they were pitching. Disney didn't believe in the ideas they were pitching because they were making too much Grogu money, so they ended up changing some things and making them like go back in and mess some things. Because if the show would have just been like freaking Boba and Mulan in the desert doing cool shit, it would have been so much better. But we took a whole detour. Yeah, I mean, not when. If we had Boba and Mulan in the desert doing cool shit, it would have been fine. And for some reason, they were like, nah, we're going to take a whole detour and go see Din Djarin and Grogu hang out with Ahsoka and Luke Skywalker. And it was like, what are we doing here? This is nonsense. Give me back the show that I was just watching, because the development with the pikes and the stuff was so cool. I bet you the whole show would have just been that. You probably could have forgave the Power Ranger bit a little bit. You could have like got behind the idea that he was going to mentor some new kids and stuff like that. Like you could have got past that if the whole show would have just been him. But they took a detour. But as a show of just Boba, up until the end, I was on board. I thought it was great. I still think it's a 7 or an 8 and stands above a lot of the Star Wars projects. I think people just fell off and didn't want to give Boba character development. I will die on that hill.
All right, he definitely gonna die.
One thing, if you could have the Boba Fett show is what Darth Maul also should have been.
Ooh, you know what? Okay, fair. I'll give you that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
it's right along there. They could have done a lot. They should have done a lot more with both stories, and they didn't.
I don't know if you agree with everything that was said, because it was definitely an interesting, spirited debate. But either way, if you did check out Darth Maul, did a whole series on it. So go ahead, check out that content. It is available live currently on the New Blurred Order YouTube page, and clips coming to the IG as well. Well, as promised, before we get into what I guess they call the season finale of The Boys, I had to tell y'all about my experience when I went to the movie theater and actually saw Mortal Kombat, the sequel, which just came out literally yesterday. And so I have thoughts. So run with me down this rabbit hole as we get into this briefly. All right. So let me preface this by saying to all, for those that don't know this, I am a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I'm not just some dude who just went to see the movie because I ain't had nothing to do, which was true as well. But I like Mortal Kombat. In fact, I play Mortal Kombat 1 on a daily basis. I think Ty will be the first to tell you that anytime he logs on to his PlayStation and sees me active, I'm playing one or two things more than likely. Either Mortal Kombat or what, Ty? What?
MLB.
MLB The Show. Okay, those are my two go-tos. That's where I have thousands of hours. All right, I also play Ghost of Yotei and also thousands of hours. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. You got that out. You feel better? All right. You got that. All right.
Oh, man. They need to sell you some stock in the company, man. You've invested thousands of hours.
We gonna talk about you in Fortnite? Is that what we doing? We gonna bring up Fortnite? We gonna talk about you in Fortnite? Is that what we're gonna do right now?
I am a shareholder. I'm a shareholder. Yes, I am a shareholder. Yes, I am. Yes, I was smart enough to invest in myself. Yes, sir. Yes.
Goddamn shareholder, man. Anyway, stop stepping on my shit, man. Hold up. Let me get this little part out, man. So anyway, I went to go see Mortal Kombat in the movie theater. First of all, I went to the West Oaks Mall. I live in Central Florida area. So for those of y'all familiar with West Oaks Mall, I went to the West Oaks. It's the Black Mall, all right? And I love going there, all right? Because it ain't nobody really there during the daytime. And I went in the afternoon and went in the movie theater. And for those who do enjoy Mortal Kombat, once again, you have to separate the movie from the video games. The games actually now have good storylines that you can follow. They don't actually have right now the same storyline that aligns with what's going on in the movies. So when I go to see the movie, I'm kind of hoping that I guess the story that I work with on the sticks every day is the same when I see it on the movie screen, but that's not the case. Then we already knew that because in the last series, they actually gave us a different rendition of Scorpion, Sub-Zero, which Bi-Han and Kuai Liang and all of them, who's the descendant of Scorpion. So in this, I kind of had an idea of what to expect, but I also have high hopes that maybe they'll take it into a grittier direction, a more credible direction, in a manner that you can actually walk away and be like, yo, that was actually a really good movie, instead of it just being an arena of actors that are looking to depict characters that we've all been made familiar with just so that they can get money out of the people that have fallen in love with these characters. No, that's not all we want. What we want is really good martial arts coupled with really good storyline, coupled with really gory, really violent acts that we see in the game, but in a way that actually still embodies a good story, all right? And that look credible on screen, not just a bunch of CGI graphics that are thrown together at the last minute. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that unfortunately, it was a little bit more of the latter, but there are some saving graces in it, all right? So if you were looking to see if this was going to move the franchise forward in terms of the movie, if this was going to be any different than what you've seen thus far, ranging all the way back to Mortal Kombat 2 days to current days, where we actually have legitimate actors playing. Well, I shouldn't say not legitimate because Chris, Lambert, that was legitimate back in the day too.
Yeah.
But this does not, unfortunately, move the needle forward in terms of increasing the level of standards of the theatrical versions of Mortal Kombat. It doesn't. All right. It unfortunately it feels like it could have been. I want to be careful about this. It could have been made for YouTube, okay, for a low key a little bit. Wow. And I'm not taking away from what happened with Carl Urban. He was a great addition. And also, this is not what I'm saying has nothing to do with the characters, the actors that portrayed the characters that they did. The actors did fine. It's not what the actors did or didn't deliver. It's what the story actually is. and whether or not they take it seriously. For instance, one of the most difficult characters to bring to life is going to be one called Baraka. And they brought Baraka to life, who is a victim of a disease called Tarkat. And Tarkat makes it so that you got teeth all over your face and that you hunger for the blood of humans, and you essentially become what they call it, cannibal. And you live amongst others that cannibalize the bodies, the flesh of humans. And in this scene, they give us a Baraka, but they made him like just. I mean, they didn't make him even strong enough to defeat the one of the characters on here, and that may or may not have even had powers. And it kind of messes with the whole aura for me. Now, maybe I'm speaking too deep as a fan, but I just feel like there was at one point in time a trailer for a Mortal Kombat depiction where Jax was played by Michael Jai White, and they kind of made it a little bit based more in reality. I feel like something like that is a bit more credible rather than keep dragging us to Outworld, where we have all of these folks that end up dying or not dying, or can you bring them back to life? I mean, are they really dead, type of thing. And then also kind of have us have to try to learn all of these characters' stories and be kind of empathetic with them, despite the fact that each of them enter Mortal Kombat on a daily basis and do it so casually, and to the point where when people are lost or people are killed off or maimed, it's not even like a real empathetic emotional response that you get from the characters. It's kind of like, oh man, and I keep circling back to Jax losing his arms in the first one, and he didn't make any sounds. He sat there and his arms were being ripped off, and he just was like, and they took him off, and he just was like, and I was like, I hope they saw that and they improve on that. Well, no. It's the same exact standards, the same exact quality. And for that, I cannot say that this is going to be a movie that I recommend you run out and watch immediately and spend all of your money on. I will say it definitely is something that as soon as it hits the streaming services, you should watch on day one. That's where I'm putting it. I'm putting it at a streaming debut. I think that you should now. I think that these go on different levels, Ty. For me, it's like run out and go see this right now. All right. Mm-hmm. Then it's like you can wait till it streams. And then there's stay away from it. Don't even watch this movie. You know what I'm saying? This I'm saying is a stream. This is more release it on HBO Max. All right, I'm on the couch, I'm chilling. This is not put your clothes on, take a shower, run out the house, and go because you're so excited to see this movie type movie. That's not what level this movie is. If you ain't doing shit on a Wednesday and want to check out a matinee, hell yeah, sure. But if you're like one of these people where money's tight, this ain't the one to lose any money on, unfortunately. If you can use your neighbor's Amazon Prime and watch it on that, maybe just do that.
I got a couple of questions, man. Like one, does the movie have any redeeming qualities at this point? Because kind of haven't given me anything to look forward to. Number two, do you think, because I've always said that when you do a martial arts movie, it bodes well when you actually use martial artists. Right. Did you feel at any point in the movie that the fight scenes were a little bit like unbelievable, or they basically that? So because that it stands out for me whenever I'm watching paid actors who don't really have a martial arts background, and then they're put in these positions to do these martial arts movies. Like, yes, you have probably stunt guys that come in, or maybe not. And I just want to know, is that another reason why you felt like, this didn't live up to what it could have potentially been?
Bro, you are so spot on, man. You're literally spot on. because one of the things that you can tell is the difference between and I say this respectfully, but we all know the difference between, say, Jet Li and Jackie Chan, as opposed to what's my man that plays Mark Grayson? I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not expecting him when he's playing Mark Grayson, if he was chosen to play him as a live action actor, I'm not expecting him to be able to fight the way he does in the cartoons, right? But I know when I see Jackie Chan or when I see Jet Li, that we're talking about a dude who's trained in the martial arts, who also can act. What we get in Mortal Kombat is actors who are taught how to choreograph things. Now, don't get me wrong, like Luke Cage, Kung Lao, my man that played Scorpion, there are definitely some bona fide martial arts.
Not Luke Cage, Johnny Cage.
No, Luke Cage. Luke Kang. Luke Kang is what I meant. I'm sorry.
You was about to double down on it.
I was like, nigga, I know the fuck, nigga, I play this shit every day, nigga. You see the hours? You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, you 100% right. Luke Kang. My apologies. Luke Kang is bona fide martial artist. I like he held it down. That scene that I keep showing right here between him and Kung Lao, that was literally like, some of the fight scenes are phenomenal. That's one thing that is saving grace. There are, you know what? No, I'm not. I caught myself. But there are like 2 or 3 scenes in this movie, fight scene wise, that are chef's kiss. I'm gonna give him like the Vince Taylor stamp of approval. Like, whoa, and I'm gonna keep it real. Like, one of them is this one right here. Like, this, even though you're seeing it and it's kind of in this realm where it's and that's one of the things that I also like as a dude who was really into the game. The Easter eggs were spot on too. I did like the fact that they did have the right weapons for Shao Kahn, that they did fight in actual places that were in the games that we grew up playing, like in the pool, the room where you played and there's like acid around both sides of the pathway. I did like the fact that they made it less of a tournament where there's a bunch of spectators around and we all walk up to, like, in this realm, like the way that they did the fight, you get selected and you don't got no choice. Like, you could be sitting there reading the paper on the front porch, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh shit, and you got to fight. You're like, oh, you can run if you want to, but you're in the fight. And when you're fighting for your world to not be taken over by this pseudo god Shao Kahn. And so it's a whole thing. But story, I feel like you know what? It's like this. If you saw, which I know everybody didn't have a problem with it, but if you watch Aragon, all right, or Dungeons and Dragons, it's like trying to compare that to Game of Thrones, where Game of Thrones just has this really authentic feel, right? Like, you legit feel like Khaleesi's really riding that dragon. But in like Aragon and then even Wheel of Time to an extent, even though I know that book is phenomenal and that everybody loves the story, like there's a way that it's shot or directed that takes you outside of the realm of reality. And that's where Mortal Kombat is right now. It doesn't have the merging of the fiction and nonfiction. I never at any point in time feel like this is real. It always feels like cartoonish and a little like childish. The some of the fight scenes and some of the death scenes are chef's kiss, but from a center, like it doesn't all like bond well, like I literally have taken it apart to, it's like the movie, the fight scenes though, and the actors, but the movie, it's and I don't want that to be the case. It's like when we just watched Daredevil, we're like, holy shit, even though I had my critique about the end and I ain't really want to give it because I don't want to mess with it. I'm not a real big court scene, Perry Mason, Matt, I didn't really, I was done everything. But for this, it's just like, it feels, it's so difficult for me I'm cringing as I'm watching them try to make a mature audience only video game into what feels like a PG-13 type movie. And I know that it's got the violent scenes where, parts are ripped out and people's heads are, whatever, who knows. But it still feels like they're like it feels more like it's fight first more than script first, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it 100% makes sense. The fact that you were telling me, I just wanted to know if there were any redeeming qualities and if those things were, because that's typically always going to be my critique when it comes to a martial arts movie. Don't give me martial arts movie and don't give me martial artists. Like like one of my favorite martial arts movies of all time is IP Man. Why was that so good?
Oh my God. Why
was that so good? Because Donnie actually knows, martial arts.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, so it makes sense when you're trying to show these type of films to invest in these type of actors. They are out there. There's some that haven't even been discovered because you're so quick to grab one of these actors for, face value. And, like, come on, man. Like who was over here begging for Breacher for my man to be Johnny Cage? Who was out here like, yo, I think he would be great as a martial artist? Like, come on, man. I'm not saying he didn't do a great job. I'm sure he did. He's a good actor. But again, I would have loved to see, someone that I've never seen before. That's how we got Tony Jaa. Tony Jaa came out of like nowhere. He just appeared one day, and we saw a movie named The Protector, and we was like, "Yo, this dude is out here doing some things with elbows and knees and stuff like." So I think there's a lane for those type of actors. I would love to see Hollywood get back into bringing those type of actors, even if it has to be a Japanese film, because that's usually where we got type of. Even if it has to be that, and I don't say has to be like it's a downgrade, but yeah, man, I anytime you say something about martial arts, that's what I'm hoping for. That's why I hope this is not the same thing that happens with Street Fighter.
Absolutely. I don't even have to tell you. I don't have to see it to tell you that's exactly what's going to happen. And here are the indications. And we'll wrap this and we'll talk a little bit of boys maybe a little later, because I'm still confused about whether it's over, if it's coming back or whatever all that's about.
Oh, it's coming back. The 20th.
The 20th. Okay, so we'll definitely continue our conversation on that. But yeah, with Street Fighter, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but this is the same thing's gonna happen. Anytime where the actors are more important than the script, all right, when they're releasing, that is going to be Curtis Jackson, and when they're just trying to get the followings to show up, which is what I feel like is happening. They just want your followers to show up. That's when I feel like you can't really take it serious, because it's not the actual integrity of keeping the actual content based on the resource material. It's more how many people can we get into the theater, which is ultimately the goal. But I feel like I wish that they would think more Cannes Film Festival, think more artistic, think more Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon with it. Think less, what I'm saying? Like, think less about just trying to put together something and then teaching some folks a few, again, not to the actors. Y'all did y'all thing. I'm not knocking the actors. You're given a script and you're given a choreographer and you're told to go someplace and do your thing. And y'all did that. I'm talking to the writers. I'm talking to the producers. I'm talking to the folks that put the movie together. I want y'all to think a little bit more serious about these movies. And maybe, like I said before, maybe they're not movies. Maybe these are series. Maybe you're trying to do too much in an hour and 19 minutes. So that's a topic maybe that we'll continue on another day. As for today, we will continue our discussion. We might even talk a little boys here coming up pretty soon. And we do still have From to talk on, which we'll be doing that in the next few days. And I do have some announcements, as we do have not only some guests, but some new shows that may be pulling up. Hallelujah. So we'll get into that. Don't forget about our content on the Maul finale that is live as we speak. And of course, like I said, our interview with Jeremy Isaiah Earl himself, the one and only Mr. Cole North himself, is currently live. Well, it's not live, it'll be live tomorrow, but hit the notification on that bad boy so you can be one of the first. We will be posting some content about the boys and that whole finale and fiasco. So make sure you keep your eyes open for that. And in all things, man, just go ahead and like, subscribe to everything that we got going on, as we want to keep you guys in the loop of all things blurry, nerdy, and all of that good stuff. But for now, as we always say, please be your authentic self, because if you ain't being yourself, guess what? You being fake, and there's no honor in that. And if you a geek in real life, go ahead and let that geek flag fly.
You over there glitching? You glitching, bro?
And you know what? Fuck that. These guys are fucking awesome. They my niggas to the end of time.